Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Entertainment News on Channels Television, and on today's spotlight is Atlanta-based rising Nigerian singer and actor Tumininu Oluyole, popularly known as Don Crucifixto, who has been flying the Afrobeat flag with a moderate success in America. The singer, who defined his sound as Afro trap soul, has gained almost 27 million views on his songs on YouTube without the push of a record label. The singer, who is set to host the music concert, the last rodeo in Lagos, Southwest Nigeria, believes it is time to start creating a music value chain in Nigeria, including moderate concerts and not just focus on selling out the global stages outside the home of Afrobeat, which of course is Nigeria. Take a listen to him.
Honestly, I'm proud to be a Nigerian. Also very proud to be in the entertainment industry, because Afrobeat is now actually in America making gains, a lot of gains. Everybody knows our music, and so I'm very, very proud of what has been done. Now, do we have to stop there and just sit down? Absolutely not, because again, if you sit down and start watching, somebody else or other countries will come and overtake you. And so I think that's where the next step is. Yes, the creativity is there, the vibe is there, the following is there, but then what's the other thing we are doing to kind of improve and get more people engaged? And I think that's where I feel like some of it is lacking. And obviously, nobody has answers to everything, but I think gradually, and that's why we have the last rodeo here, September 6th at Balmoral, just to give people a taste of, something different. Creativity comes, it's not just Afro, but creativity comes from different areas. Afrofusion is something that have mixed different sounds, right? If you like you said, there's been a growth from where I started and to where I am right now. Huge growth, and that's me learning, that's me understanding the industry, and that's me catering to what people really want. And I think that's the blessing that God has given to me. Now, talking about that, just recently I pioneered what they call Afro trap soul. Right? That's never been done before. I make all my beats, I put all the uniqueness in it, and again, Africans, Nigerians, this is what we are looking for. We said fellas, he was the originator of Afrobeat, then we have all this generation. Then what else? What's left after that? That's when I created Afro Trap Soul. We have Afrobeat. We already love the sound. We love the music. Now let people feel it. Let those people understand the pain, the struggle that gets into it. It's not just everybody that has opportunity to go into entertainment or do it. And that's why I created that Afro Trap Soul genre for people that are actually seeking to go into the industry, but really want their voices to be heard. That is the originality, the genuine. Like I create everything, the beats, the sound. How do I get to those people to really feel it? And just, again, Afrobeat is there, right? We know, excuse what I'm going to say, Afrobeat is loud. The trap reduces the loudness. If you go listen to some of my newest song called Blood, Sweat and Gold, and I have another one coming out September 4th called Agba Baby, you would see it's a beautiful song. You would feel it. It's not just loud. You can dance to it. You can relate to it. And then you now have that smoothness. And then the story now comes into it like, okay, yes, this person is speaking from his soul. And I can relate to the song as much as I'm having fun, life is real, right? And so and like you said, that is the combination of how I came up with Afro Trap Soul. Again, the act is actually a combination of everything. The experience starts from when you come in. You have to go through a tunnel. The tunnel represents struggle. Everybody has to go through something before you can have or enjoy things and see something different. 9 months as a baby, you even come to this world, you're never given anything, right? And so the tunnel represents you have to go through a dark tunnel. So people will understand, wow, okay, what's going on in here before you can experience anything else. And then when you come out into the beautiful town. This is what we're trying to let you understand this game. You have to go through the pain. You have to go through the struggle first. You have to go through everything. It doesn't have to kill you as far as we know you're going to survive the tunnel. And they come into this beautiful Afro town that you've never seen before. You see different type of cultures. You see different types of vendors. You see a salon. You see like a jail, a beautiful jail. We're building this from scratch, right? We are creating a town from scratch. Again, somebody can prove me wrong, but it's never been done before. But creating it from scratch, it's an experience that everybody will just come in and be wowed. It's going to be beautiful. You're going to come into like, okay, wow, how did you create this town? In how many days? What was the inspiration behind it? So I won't give it away too much, but at least you're coming into an experience. So we call it an immersion experience. So you will see yourself even in it. And after that, we give people an opportunity to go to what we call a legacy walkway. We expect the experience to last about 2 hours. You can stay for as long as you want. Then we go to what we call a legacy walkway. That's a tribute to some of the things that I have done and other people that have actually paved the way for us. And this is going to be so beautiful. And this event is also sponsored by Life is Us Foundation, which every proceed is actually going back to help the community, motherless babies, children, and that's what I said, that those that don't have the voice. And so you see all of these beautiful things Life is Us has also done. Then guess what? It goes back to your question. You are now getting into the concert itself. After going through your pain, after experiencing the beautiful things, after understanding that you can achieve anything in life, after understanding that people have actually worked for what we have, well, let's have a good time with Johnny Drill, Spiral, Fab, Faller, myself, come on, DC, Sean Dante, we have Dotun, Energy Giver. All these are all young guys. Maybe, who knows, right? Who knows? But talking about everything, it's going to be more. There'll be more surprises. I won't give that out, but those are the things that we've marketed out. But again, the lineup filled up with stars. Everything we are doing pretty unique. Again, this is something, an experience nobody want to miss, or you don't want to even hear about it. You really want to be involved, and I encourage everybody to try and get involved as best as you can. Now, we would also have a link. If you can't come directly, we know, there are some people from other states that cannot make it. We'll put a link out there for you to actually be able to participate with us virtually. And so this is for everybody, all Nigerians.